Legs out, you got to fill every hole. Every hole, arms out. Let's take another look at that weird positioning.
Well, the girls considered every weird position they could think of, but it was no good. You can't just flail your arms around aimlessly and hope for the best. It might have worked for Warwick Kappa playing footy. This is hole in the wall. It's dueling buttocks here, and none of them win. They should have turned the other cheek. And it's hitching a ride to nowhere.
Well, that should be easy, unless you're number 2. Remember, you have to assume the position.
Well, this should have been as easy as 1, 2, 3. Natalie blamed her bits for her failure. No doubt Warwick Kappa will be using the same excuse later in the show. Let's have a look. Ow! Busted! Ow! Ironically, the very thing that puts her off balance wasn't enough to stabilise her. In she goes.
You must assume the position. Assume the position. Leg up. Warwick.
Warwick Kappa decides early it's every man for himself. Through he goes. Jacinta not far behind. Here's the other angle. Kappa takes a dive worthy of his AFL days. This is about the time Georgia realises that blondes don't always have more fun. And Georgia tells us how many people on her team left her to take the bar.
Crouching tiger.
Oh, this should be easy for you.
High kick, buddy. High kick. High kick, buddy.
High, buddy.
High kick.
High. What happened to you? You pulled a hammy.
I think my other girly bits got in the way this
I
time.
don't want to hear anything like that. For God's sake, lucky you comedian, because that last effort can't have a look.
It's two gooses trying to do the goose step, and neither one of them pulled it off. Marty manages to get his head through, but as usual, his body is reluctant to go anywhere. Natalie gives herself a hand here. Natalie's mistake was waiting too late to lift up a leg. Marty's mistake was not exercising for the last 25 years.
Quick tip, boys. It may not look like there's a hole there, but there is behind the correct answer. It's time to face the wall. Audience, who knows the answer? Yell it out.
First, the calculations, or as it's known in academic circles, guessing. And here comes Jason's contribution. It's the dumb leading the dumber. Even this dive isn't worth a 6. In they go. And who says that maths has no practical application in everyday life? That adds up to a loss for the boys.
Facing the right way?
Sort of.
Come on.
Up on one leg! It's a banana! It's a banana! Bring a banana! No, it's a
Jacinta!
It's a dog!
Jacinta, give us something! Bend over! Bend over! Replay.
The girls were up against it here. Warwick can't recognise many shapes even when he can see. Probably an AFL football, a hamburger and a beer. And that's about it. Warwick didn't have a clue. For someone who spent most of his life like that, you'd expect better. The girls described the shape as a banana, which makes you wonder where they've been buying their fruit from. And it's certainly not going to help Warwick, who at the best of times is a few bananas short of a bunch.
I think you need to pick someone up here. You have to make the space.
Kappa's first instinct is always the same. Form a conga line. Then he goes with his old footy rule. When in doubt, put the knee in. He didn't just cross the finish tape, he annihilated it. Finally, being a big lump pays off for Warwick Kappa. 2 women cheering as Warwick rolls around on his back? That'd be a first.
I think you need to pick someone up here. You have to make the space.
Kappa's first instinct is always the same. Form a conga line. Then he goes with his old footy rule. When in doubt, put the knee in. He didn't just cross the finish tape, he annihilated it. Finally, being a big lump pays off for Warwick Kappa. 2 women cheering as Warwick rolls around on his back? That'd be a first.
The bigger bump in the middle, the bigger bump in the middle.
White man can jump. Zach, do not even think that you could get out of that dry.
Okay, freeze it here and take a guess at which bums will cause the problem. Now remember, this is the girl who made the bum dance a national art form. In fact, her bum made it. She just followed. The boys couldn't do the same. It's not a hop, step and a jump, it's a hop, step and a bump. Into the pool for one, hitch a ride for the other.
Oh, easy.
I'll go this one.
Legs up, arms up. No points if you don't have your arm through. Oh.
Zach couldn't figure out which leg to use, and in the end, it didn't matter. The problem here was he tried to use his head. Ow! And for any reality TV star, that's going to be trouble. Sarah Marie gets through without a scratch, but as usual, her world falls down around her.
All right, Simon, this is it. Let's go. What do you want?
All right, who's going to get the boots?
Bend over.
Oh, Simon, not looking good, mate. Here.
It's the actor's dilemma. Who is going to get the boot? Ian had to act like he was kicking Simon's butt to get through. And he's not that good an actor. Forget about the underbelly, it was the overbelly that led Simon straight into the pool. These guys always wanted to get a breakthrough part, and that's it, floating in the pool.
Let's do this.
Now, this wall is a 3-pointer. You should be good at that, Ingo. It's time to face the wall.
Yeah. Oh!
The other way, the other way.
You better lift him up. Lift him up, Ingo. I'll lift him.
This was a tall order from the start. These 2 gents can't figure out who's leading. That's the dance of failure. When you're that tall, you must be used to bumping your head on things, but not at this speed. A lot of people have wanted to throw Brody through a wall, and this is what it would look like. Brody was slam dunked, and he still didn't win a point.
Do the bum dance anyway.
Lay down, lay down, lay down, lay down. Lift you up. Go here,
Double speed. Think quick. I wouldn't go over there. I wouldn't go over there. He's angry.
It takes a special skill to place your teammate right in the path of a wall, but Sarah Marie and Brody managed it. 3 people were using their heads. 2 to get through the hole, 1 to try and stop the wall. It sounded funny, it looked funny, it was funny to everybody except Zach. He may have got concussion, but it could be difficult for medical experts to tell the difference.
Oh, good luck, Kate.
So much for chivalry in the acting profession. The lad's leaving the hardest part to the lady. Who says actors won't take certain defeat lying down? The two blokes take the easy option. They obviously think Kate is the one who wears the trousers on the team. She just has to act wet. And she does it. Very...